Back against the wall, clocks ticking, divine signs, universe aligned. Rhythm in these hard times, patience my grind. Faith thicker
What
than gold
is up,
lines. In the darkness, man, the
YouTube?
bright light always shines.
Doing a different style of video today. As you can notice, I'm not walking, not sitting in a car, but driving. Just gonna probably keep it short. Hopefully the audio is getting picked up. You guys can hear me over the gas or the car accelerating and that stuff. I'm not going to be looking too much at the camera. Probably at the end of my drive. And might be a little bit slow on what I'm saying because I'm driving, right? Have to pay attention to the road, but I figured that I would let myself, that I would do the whole video driving to this place where I'm trying to get to. Make something a little bit different for the content. I was going to do a walk today. Unfortunately, when I did my walk, it wasn't really like a trail that I knew, so I just wanted to walk the trail. Pay attention to the nice walk that I was having. But I did a live earlier, and I kind of got a nice topic to talk about. Something that has really helped me out while being out here and growing. I've mentioned it a bunch of times, and but I've never really gotten deep into it. And I think the more and more that time passes by, the more I seem to have to add to this. And it's just a simple fact of being able to live your life with a different attitude than you did before. And having I guess you can say, just to put it in words that people will understand, a good perception of what life is, a good understanding of where you are, and how we should be grateful for just being able to walk on this earth. Even though things can get crazy, and the world around us is kind of losing its head, there's still a way to be able to kind of separate yourself from that. And that's just simply by being focused on yourself and living from a place from within. It's being present, right? You guys have heard me say that many times. But it's just so simple. Something that simple could really, have such a great effect on someone's life. Is being able to, not be focused on the future. We're not worried about the future. Not looking back on your past. But just being, right here. Being on the inside and watching things as they happen. Going through your life just present. And it reminds me of gonna get a little bit into like God stuff, religious stuff, right? Here it goes. It reminds me of something that I read in the Bible that, really hit home. Kind of made sense, but kind of doesn't. Might not make sense. But there was something in there about, Jesus explaining that his Father has created a kingdom in heaven. And in this kingdom there are many rooms. And there's a lot of other scriptures that talk about, cleaning out your house and stuff. And I think for the most part, that's kind of referring to not an actual house, but it's inside of yourself. It's cleaning out the inside of you and being prepared for whatever is coming your way. So these words that are written, where it says, my Father has built a kingdom with many rooms, just made me think about, when you think about, well, not really think too much, but when you are present and you are just inside living and watching what's going on, but not being involved where your mind is all over the place and you're in thought or worried about things, you're almost inside, right, of yourself, which is almost like the inside of a room. And then there's a lot of references in the Bible too regarding that the kingdom of heaven is already at hand. That the kingdom is inside of each and every one of us. It's kind of a nice way of looking at things, because when you're present and you are right here inside of yourself and you're living life inside, watching outside, and you're in that room, if the kingdom of heaven is within us and we're always inside of us, then we're always in that kingdom, and you always have peace and understanding, and you are there with, our Heavenly Father. That was just like one of those moments where you're like, wow. When you put it like that, it makes sense. At least, to some. And that also is like something that I've been doing throughout my whole journey, is just learning to stay present, to stay focused on the moment that is in front of me, to live life, from a standpoint where I'm right here. I'm not too much up in my head. I try to stay away from wondering what other people are thinking. I try to stay away from the thoughts that try to drag me into my past or into my future, and I just stay right here inside of my room, enjoying this kingdom that we have within, this peace that I have, because I know that in this room, in this place that God has built for us, inside the kingdom of heaven that we have in each and every one of us, this is where you can have heaven on earth in this lifetime. Just living right here. And no matter what you go through or what you're going through, as long as you are in that kingdom, you are one with God, and you understand that you're already in heaven. You just gotta step out of the hell that's been created around you and that continues to try to pull you in, and live from the place within. Isn't that something? That's gonna be the whole video. I'm where I need to be, and I'm gonna go have myself some food. Thought I might just, share that little reflection that I had today. And that's it. I'm gonna let the music come in and let my voice fade